In this video, I'm diving straight into the hottest tech deals for 2025. I've got a ton of stuff you absolutely need to see. So let's jump right in with Apple. First up, the 14-inch MacBook Pro with the new M5 chip. This is the 2025 model, 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of storage, and the price has been gradually dropping over the past month, now sitting around $1,400 instead of the usual $1,600, so roughly $200 off, which is a great deal for a brand new powerhouse MacBook. I've left all the links in the video description. If you like a bigger screen, there's also the 16-inch MacBook Pro with the M4 Pro chip, 24 gigs of RAM, and the same 512 storage. The price is about $2,189 instead of $2,249, so around $60 off. Not the biggest discount, but this machine is built for comfort. If you sit at a desk a lot and want that large screen for editing or multitasking, the 16-inch is amazing. Now moving into the MacBook Air lineup, this is what most people actually need. The 15-inch MacBook Air with the M4 chip and 16 gigs of RAM is around $949 right now. Throughout the year, it mostly sat at around $1,100 to $1,200, sometimes dropping near $1,000, so $949 is a very solid price. Great for school, work, video watching, content creation, light editing. Just keep in mind that the 256 gig storage is small if you store everything locally. If you want something even more compact, the 13-inch MacBook Air M4 is also on a big drop, 16 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, and the current price is about $749. Over the past few months, it hovered around $900, so this is roughly a $150 discount. Now let's look at the latest iPad. The 11-inch model with the A16 chip and 128 gigs of storage is sitting at $274 right now instead of $299. A small $25 discount, nothing crazy, but iPads rarely drop much. For entertainment, notes, school, games, this is a great everyday tablet. Now headphones. Let's start with AirPods 4 with active noise cancellation. These are the newest AirPods, and they're about $100 right now, while they usually cost between $150 and $170, so minimum $50 off. And make sure you get the version with ANC, because Apple also sells a cheaper version without it. For the price, these are fantastic, and honestly, probably the best value in the entire AirPods lineup today. If you want the more advanced model with better noise cancellation and a more premium overall experience, there are the AirPods Pro 3. They're $220 on sale, usually $250, so around $30 off. Not a huge discount, but still nice. If you don't want to pay Apple prices at all, there's a great alternative, the Soundcore Liberty 4 Pro from Anker. They also have noise cancellation, personalized sound, tons of sensors, and great call quality, usually around $150. Right now, they're about $90, so about $60 off. I had the previous version, not even the Pro model, and they still work perfectly after years of use. For over-ear headphones, Beats Studio Pro are on sale right now too. They get up to 40 hours of battery life, have active noise cancellation, and they're currently about $170 instead of $250. In the gray color option, they're even available for $150, which is a $100 discount. And by the way, they're ranked 2nd and 4th on Amazon's bestseller list, so they are definitely worth considering. And of course, the kings of noise cancellation, the Sony WH-1000 series. The XM5 model's on a huge discount right now, around $248 instead of $389. Throughout the year, it jumped between $300 and $400, so $248 is one of the lowest prices we've seen in the last 12 months. About $150 off the top price, and the noise cancellation is still world-class. The newest version, the Sony XM6, is also discounted. They have upgraded microphones, new noise cancellation algorithms, and a slightly updated design. Now they cost around $398 instead of $448, so around $60 off. The battery life is a bit lower than the XM5. PlayStation 5 Digital Edition is currently around $400 instead of $500, so a full $100 off. This is one of the best prices of the year. These tend to sell out fast whenever they drop this low. Now smart rings. The new Oura Ring 4 is down to about $249 instead of $349, a clean $100 discount. This is the #1 best-selling smart ring, and it does a fantastic job with sleep tracking, readiness, stress, and general health data. The only downside, Oura requires a monthly subscription for full features. If you don't want a subscription at all, then RingConn Gen 2 is the one to look at. It's around $209 instead of $299, so a $90 discount. No subscription, all analytics included, and the battery lasts up to 12 days. For VR headsets, Meta Quest 3S is on sale. It's a great budget way into VR. Not as advanced as the Quest 3 model, but still gives full HD per eye and tons of meta content. It's around $250 instead of $299, so about $50 off. Only thing to note, the strap on these is not the most comfortable, so you might want an upgraded strap later. For productivity lovers, the Elgato Stream Deck MK2 is also discounted. It's about $110 instead of $129, so around $20 off. This is a great little controller with 15 programmable keys for launching apps, macros, shortcuts, recordings, and more. It's super helpful for streaming and everyday computer tasks too. NEBULA Cosmos Laser 4K is an amazing projector with 2200 ANSI lumens, Netflix, Android apps, everything. During the year, it cost around $1,400 to $1,800. Now it's about $880, which is roughly a $900 discount from the highest point. That's wild. I used the previous version of this projector, and I absolutely love it. The only thing to note, like any projector, it looks best in a dark room. If your living room is very bright, remember that no projector will beat a TV in daylight. Let's talk robot vacuums. The Eufy S1 Pro is one I personally used for a long time. It was the first robot vacuum with a wide roller mop that actually cleans the floor properly. Right now, it costs around $700, which is the lowest it's ever been. This year, it floated between $1,000 and $1,500, so the discount can reach up to $800 from the peak price. Even relative to $1,000, you're saving around $300. Good suction, amazing mopping. There's a full detailed review from our community on nofaketech.com if you want real user feedback. Another one I highly recommend is the Narwal Flow. This is even more advanced. Same wide mop design, but with almost 3 times more suction power than the Eufy S1 Pro. It handles pet hair, carpets, sticky spills like milk or coffee, everything. Usually it's around $1,500. Right now it's about $1,000, so $500 off. As a flagship model, it's outstanding. For stick vacuums, Dyson has a couple of great deals. The Dyson V8 Plus is not the newest model, but it's super popular and reliable. Normally around $400, now about $280, so about $150 off. Great for apartments and smaller homes. The battery's not huge, but for everyday quick cleaning, this is great. The Dyson V15 Detect Plus is the top-tier model. It's around $550 instead of $800 to $850, so depending on the period you compare, that's $200 to $300 off. You get laser dust detection, powerful suction, tons of attachments, and overall the premium Dyson experience. If you want the best stick vacuum, this is it. Now, kitchen gadgets. The Instant Pot Vortex Plus is a very solid air fryer and highly recommended by many people. It's about $80 now, and most of the year it was between $100 and $130, so around $52 off. Great for frying, reheating, veggies, wings, all the usual stuff. Just check that it fits your countertop because these things are bigger than they look in pictures. For coffee machines, let's start with the simple one. Nespresso Vertuo by Breville is now around $131 instead of $220. This price appears only once or twice a year. It makes good Americano and lungo, and it's perfect if you don't want to do manual espresso. Just pop in a capsule and 30 seconds later you're drinking. On nofaketech.com, you can find a detailed user review with photos and capsule notes. If you want capsules and also the ability to make latte or cappuccino, the Nespresso Creatista Plus is for you. It has a built-in steam wand so you can froth milk properly, normally about $600, now around $389, so about $210 off. It's more premium and more expensive, but the milk abilities take it to another level. If you want a real semi-professional espresso machine, the CasaBrews Ultra is great. I bought this one myself half a year ago. It can make latte, espresso, cappuccino, everything. It has a decent steam wand. Now it's around $190 instead of the usual $210, so around $20 off. The coffee it makes is surprisingly good for the price. For your bathroom, the Oral-B IO Deep Clean Electric Toothbrush is $60 right now, usually around $110, so $50 off. No need to overpay for the IO 9 or 10. This cheaper version already gives you great cleaning and the standard IO features. Just remember that replacement heads aren't super cheap. And here we've got the ISDT charger for AA and AAA batteries with slots for 8 at once. The discount isn't huge right now, but I still wanted to include it because it has a really useful display that shows tons of charging info, which makes it way more convenient than basic chargers. The regular price is around $50, and it's currently down to about $42.50, so roughly a $7.50 discount. All the links are in the description so you can check updated prices and specs, and if you already own any of these gadgets, feel free to share your honest experience on our platform, nofaketech.com. It really helps others decide what's worth buying.